What up, fellas? What's going down? How y'all doing, man? Dylan, what's happening with you, bro? How you doing, bro?
Nice.
Awesome. Let me get it. How you guys doing tonight, man? How's everybody doing? Dylan, my man, Dylan in the building. How you doing, Dylan, bro? Vel in the building. He said, feeling great day. What's that? 67 and counting? Man, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up, bro. Congrats, bro. Congrats, man. That's an astonishing accomplishment, bro. Good job, Dylan, man. Good job. I don't want to be on here too long. I just want to come and tell you guys something, man. I went and saw this new Transformers movie called Transformers 1, bro. And it made me think about something. It made me really want to talk about something really quick, man, because this movie has so many gems in it. If you guys haven't seen this movie, I would recommend you guys go see Transformer 1, bro, okay? Basically what it's about Transformers at the beginning, okay? At the very beginning. We're talking about before Optimus Prime and Megatron became enemies. It shows that they had a friendship. And I find this quite interesting and funny that during this movie that I was watching, in the previews, they had two other movies in the previews. The other movie that they had was The Lion King, Mufasa. That movie's coming out next. So we got The Lion King and Mufasa coming out. And then you have Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, here's the correlation between these three movies before I get started. And I want you guys to think about it as we move on and we start talking more about it. So, in these three movies, the whole story's evolved around two brothers, okay? In each one of these movies. In Transformers 1, it was like Megatron and Optimus Prime are like brothers. In The Lion King and Mufasa, okay, it has Mufasa and it has Scar as best friends, okay? And then in Sonic the Hedgehog, it has Sonic the Hedgehog and it has Knuckles. And what you start to see in the relation between these three movies is it's like kind of like the Bible story of Cain and Abel. It's like the brothers fighting each other. Okay, this is not a coincidence that they put out movies like this. And the movies all correlate with each other. The storylines of the movies are almost like the exact same, but they're just in different views. They're shown in different images, in different, attire. It's crazy how they are showing us that the moral of the story of what they're showing us is during this time that we're dealing with conflict within families, like brothers fighting brothers, family fighting family. Okay, they're showing us what we are experiencing. Why? Because, like I said, these people, they have all the hidden knowledge. They know what to expect and what is to happen for humanity. And during this time, this is exactly what we're showing. So these three movies all correlate the same messages, okay? And like I said, if you go see the movie, you're going to see what I'm saying. I want you to pay attention to the previews, and then I want you to pay attention, of course, also in the movie. This movie signifies us, okay? This is why this is a good movie. This is why you need to go see it. I told you guys we need to go back to home base. We need to go back, bro, okay? When we were pure, when we were innocent. And this movie signifies that. So this movie Transformers 1, bro, okay? It's about Megatron and Optimus Prime before they had became enemies. And through this whole movie, it shows you, okay, our story as people, okay, as well as the Bible. It's like they're trying to tell us this story in the Bible. And again, what you're going to see in this movie is that at the very end of the movie that you are the only one who's going to come here and save you. So in this movie, okay, you have what they call the Christ. The Christ was in this movie, okay? Now, here's what I want you to think about. So in the movie Transformers 1, they're showing you that there's a Christ in the movie, okay? Now, in the movie that they're showing you, that this Christ is also a false prophet. I cannot make this up. This is what they're showing you. So all the people in the movie, all the small Transformers, what they're called miners. Don't you find that funny? The correlation, they called it miners. Okay, miners, like, you know, people who mine for gold, mine for coal. Okay, we're miners. We're mindless miners. Okay, because we're working for these people who we believe that have our best good. Okay, and in this case, they're working for the so-called Christ. And their whole life, what they're meant to do is they're meant to mine energon, okay, energon cubes. It's what keeps life sustained, life force energy. Keep track of all these messages in the movie. Like I said, these movies are 100% on point. All these movies, man, that are big Hollywood films, bro, they're putting major gems in these movies for you guys. And I would recommend, if you're up here with it, your third eye's open, bro, and you can see these things, go see these movies. You're gonna see what I'm saying. So as I said, they're mining for energon for their planet, okay, because it's what sustains the life there. Okay, it keeps everyone happy. It keeps everyone in a great mood. It keeps the lights on, because during the movie there's like no lights, there's no power, there's nothing going on. It's kind of like an apocalyptic situation where they're trying to fight, you know what I mean, work hard to keep their economy going. Just like we. Bro, what the hell? Sorry about that, guys. I knew my phone wasn't going to stay there, but I was hoping it was. So anyways, I was saying, they're mining for energon, okay, because they're trying to keep their planet going, they're trying to keep their ecosystem going, they're trying to keep life sustained. So what ends up happening during the course of this movie is the miners, okay, us, the regular people, okay, the people who are believing in a energy, okay, in a savior outside of themselves. Listen to every word that I'm saying, okay, because in this movie, this is what they were doing. They were looking outside of themselves, okay. They were all born, okay, with their innocence stripping from them. Okay, are you guys seeing the correlations in our life? I told you we were all born with our innocence stripping from us. Okay, and this is why no one in this matrix, okay, is able to rise to the top, bro, without tremendous amount of work. Okay, the only way you're going to ascend, okay, and rise to the top and become your higher self, bro, okay, is to understand what you're dealing with, okay, and understand what you're up against. Okay, our innocence was stripping from us when we were youth. And this is what it's showing you in the movie. Their innocence was stripping from them. And guess what their innocence was? I kid you not. It's called the spark. It's this life. It's this glowing life that illuminates their chest. They all were born with it. Listen to what I'm telling you guys. They're all born with it. Just like us. Okay? We all have this spark. We all have this life force energy. That's our spark. We're born with it. So in this movie, they were stripped from it. Okay, it was taken from them at a young age. Listen to the correlation and how this goes hand in hand with us. I told you the miners are us. They're telling you it's us. Okay, so they were stripped. They don't have their life force. So what they're doing this whole movie is they're just mindlessly working for no reason at all. Okay, listen, just like us. Doesn't this sound familiar? We're mindlessly working for no reason at all, because what we believe we're working for has always been a lie. And as I said, they were working for this guy that they called the Christ in the movie. He was literally called the Christ in the movie. Okay, so this guy who is supposed to be their Christ in the movie is using them to mine energon, gold, liquid gold, energon, whatever you want to call it, currency, whatever you want to call it, okay, was using them to mine this so he can then go off and in turn pay off a so-called extraterrestrial, all right, who is running everything that we don't see. And I know you guys have heard some talk like that going on in our circumstance. We hear this talk of reptilians, right? Bro, you see it in The Simpsons. They talk of reptilians that are running, that are in, you know, these positions of power, right? This is what they're showing. So in the movie, they're showing you that they are giving the energon, okay, that all these people are busting their butt for, okay, giving the energon to these reptilians who are giving this guy, the Christ, the power, technology, so he can rule over the people with an iron rod. So what ends up happening during this movie, Optimus Prime and Megatron, okay, are two regular people. They're miners, okay? They call them miners, like mining gold, okay? But also you could look at that as another way. They could be talking to you two different ways because they call them miners, right? What is a miner, right? So they're showing you that they're going through this journey and they have been stripping of their life force in their chest, their glow. Remember what I told you? Their life force energy, that what we're all born with and we're stripping away from us. So this whole movie, they don't have no confidence. They have zero confidence, bro. Okay? They don't understand how to deal with life. They don't understand why they're depressed. They don't understand why they can't find their purpose. They don't understand why all they do is work their life away until they die. This is what they're saying in the movie, okay? They don't understand why these things are happening, okay? So what ends up happening is Megatron and Optimus Prime end up breaking in to the Christ, like he had like some kind of like big race, like a big race that he has, kind of like Ready Player One. Remember Ready Player One, where they had that big race and they were trying to win that, you know, that pass to get to the place, you know, that secret place. So it's the same thing in this movie. They're having this big race with all of the Autobots, right? And Optimus Prime and Megatron sneak in, bro, okay? And they get inside the race because what they're trying to do is they're just trying to prove that they have spark in their chest, just like real Autobots. Because in the movie, there's only a select few Autobots, aka fallen angels, that have this spark in their chest. So they're like these powerful, strong leader type of, you know, Autobots and Decepticons. So Megatron and Prime decide to do that, okay? And they get in this race. And what ends up happening is when they get in this race, they end up falling inside of this hole, and then they end up going into this thing called Inner Earth. Ha ha ha, there goes another, listen what I just told you, Inner Earth, okay? So they're talking about Inner Earth now, okay? So now there's an Inner Earth, they're in Inner Earth, and they're stuck down there. So what they're doing is they're trying to make their way to the surface, and they find out that they're like 50 levels below the surface. And in each one of these levels, there's some different kind of crazy shit going on. It's like hells, it's like a different hell in each one of these levels, and they're stuck down at the level 50, and they have to make their way back up to the top, bro, okay? So when they're down at the bottom of this hell, right, they find this old message, and this old message has like one of these visual messages that pops up, and it shows the last time the Primes, okay, the Primes are like some ancient angel, you know, basically protectors, guardian of the galaxy type of guys, okay, the Primes. That's why Prime, he comes from that lineage, right? He comes from this lineage of like protection, like type angels that protect the universe. So this message shows that this was the last place they put out an SOS because they got ambushed, they got tricked by some other Autobots. And what the other Autobots wanted was to steal the matrix of leadership, which I told you, which is like all of the life force energy of like the Autobots. It's like all of them in one. It's like the life force. So what ends up happening is Megatron and Prime, they end up getting up back to the surface with this message. And once they get back to the surface with this message, they said, you know what, let's go look for this, because they were going to give it to the Christ. They were going to give it to that one guy I told you who was the so-called Christ. He was going to give it to them because they didn't want to get in trouble, right? So Megatron was like, no, man, we're going to go figure this out. Let's go see if we can find this message. So they go and they finally find this place where where all the primes had died, right? And when they go there, they find the Matrix, bro. Okay, now when they find the Matrix, the Decepticons come, bro, at that time and ambush them and end up, you know, locking them up, right? And what ends up happening during this movie, which correlates with our story so significantly, is during this movie, what ends up happening, they go on a journey. Okay, they go on a journey by themselves. And on this journey by themselves, they have to face each other. They have to go through all these ups and downs. They have to go through all of these emotional different tests. Okay, and on the way, what ends up happening is Optimus Prime ends up prevailing because he's in his higher chakra energy. Okay, and Megatron, he's in his lower chakra energy. So what ends up happening is Prime ends up getting the Matrix because he's vibrating high. So he ends up getting the Matrix. And Megatron ends up becoming the leader now of the Decepticons because now he's full of rage and anger. So what you're seeing is in this movie, okay, you have the duality there. Okay, I told you, you have the yin and yang. You have the devil and God. You have what you have going on inside of us. You have the cultivation of the life force energy raises yourself to this higher being. Okay, and you become the savior. So what ends up happening in this movie is minors, regular people like me and you, they're showing you that me and you, okay, can become this Christ being. This is what this movie is showing you, okay? Because I told you the so-called Christ being that was in the movie was a false prophet, okay? They end up finding out that he was a liar. They end up finding out that he wasn't the real Christ. He wasn't anointed the way that you were supposed to be anointed. And the way you're supposed to be anointed is by raising your frequency, going up through each one of your chakras, bro, and hitting that crown chakra, okay? And this gave them the anointing, okay? And then the gods gave Optimus Prime the Matrix. Therefore, he became the leader of the Autobots, okay? By leading from good. So in this movie, what you end up seeing, bro, okay, is two things, okay? Like I told you, number one, there is nobody outside of you who is going to help you save and change your life. There is nobody outside of you that's going to do that. It always has been yourself, okay? This is what this movie is showing you. And I'm pretty sure Lion King is going to be the exact same thing, and I'm pretty sure Sonic is going to have the exact same message. Why? Because they have the exact same things happening in all of these movies. And I told you what it's signifying during this time is, okay, they're showing us the story of Cain and Abel in the Bible. They're telling us this is the time of which we are living. And why you need to choose your higher self, bro, okay, in order to pass this test and to evolve. So this movie, bro, was so good because Optimus Prime ended up becoming the Christ. And he was just a regular person. He ended up becoming the savior of all the Autobots. He ended up becoming the leader of all the Autobots, okay? And he did it by doing what? By raising his frequency, basically lifting that life force up his spine, bro, into enlightenment. This is what he did, okay? And then he ended up, bro, saving everybody at the end of the movie, okay? And it shows you, just from everything that I've just told you, that that's the story of us. Because these other Autobots were like the government, okay? And we were helpless workers, working for no cause, working for a system that we believed that was truthful. And we end up finding out that it was not the truth. And what ends up happening in the movies, they end up rebelling, Okay, you might as well call it a civil war. Okay, because this is basically what's happening. And if you really look at every single movie that's come out, everything is tying into each other. Everything is pointing to people having to go within, bro, and find out and discover, bro, that they are the savior. They always have been their saviors. Or God is within, bro. Okay, God is within, bro. You can go look this up. Okay, it says it. It says it so many times, bro. Okay, God is within and always has been. And this is why you got to take the most powerful energy that we have as humans, bro, okay, which is our sexual life force energy, man, all right? And you got to use it for its true purpose, okay? And that true purpose is to only bring and create life. And if you're not doing that, then you're cultivating this energy, all right? So you can reach Christ consciousness, bro, okay? Especially in a time like now. Do you guys wonder why semen retention is so prevalent right now? Do you guys wonder why more men have discovered semen retention during this time than any other time before? Because we are in the great awakening, okay? The Most High is giving us the message to be awake and to be aware, okay? It is time for us to take our destiny in our own hands, you guys, and become who it is that we truly want to be. There is no one going to come up from the outside and save you. Okay, it's always been about you. It's always been yourself. All of these people that you are worshiping, I'm telling you, man, you're giving your power to the wrong deities. All right, you need to empower yourself. You need to go within, bro. You need to walk this journey, bro. You need to build a connection with your creator, man, before it's too late. Okay, and I really feel like it's too late for a lot of you because you guys have waited too long, man. We're in a pivotal time, bro, in society. We're in a pivotal timeline right now, bro, in life. And I would be doing everything that I possibly can to have my frequency high because you don't know what's going to happen. We're having crazy weather. We're having all of these predictions. We're having all these crazy things supposed to happen. Rumors of wars, all these different type of things happening, man. And you're going to need some kind of divine protection. And I'm telling you, the way that you're going to get that protection is by creating that glow around yourself. This is your protection. Your aura is your protection. Okay? How else are divine beings going to be able to recognize you in a world full of darkness, bro? You have to understand this, okay? This is a spiritual war, but also very physical at the same time. We were still in these fleshly bodies. And it's very important for you guys to take one. I'm telling you, seriously, they're putting it in every single movie. Just because you can't see it, man, this is what I'm here to tell you. I'm telling you what they're showing you. And I've proven it over and over and over, and yet so many of you still don't want to let go of what you've been taught. When you have all of these facts, you have all of these proof, okay, in your face of what's really going on in this world, all right? It's time for you guys to wake up and snap out of it, bro, okay? Because I'm telling you, man, once you go on this journey, you guys, once you go on this journey, bro, okay, you are not going to be able to run anymore. You can't run anywhere. There's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to turn, bro. Okay? You guys understand because once you really take this journey seriously, you've put in some groundwork. You've put in a lot of paces, bro. You've gone on quite the walk. Okay? Most of us done 3, 6, 9 a year. Okay? I'm all up there at 3 years. I've gone a long walk. And I've gone the long walk in a very high direction. Okay, call it mile high. Call it the Empire State Building. Okay, I've gone on this walk, and you have too. And I dare you to be on this walk, okay, going this far, and turn around and look on how far you done climbed up this Empire State Building. And ask yourself, do you want to go back down in that direction? When all you've been doing is walking this forward path, bro, all right, to enlightenment, to your higher self, okay, to the light, okay, and it's been a smooth journey since you've been on it. But now you have to turn around and look back at everything that you just came from, bro, all right? We're talking about spiritual attacks. We're talking about succubus. We're talking about demons. All right, we're talking about gang stalkers. All right, we're talking about drugs. We're talking about killings. We're talking about grapings. We're talking about everything that you have survived from. You think that you would want to go back to after you have started walking this journey. And I'm here to tell you, bro, I'm here to tell you, bro, there is no running no more. Okay? There is no running no more. You're going to have to face it, man. You're going to have to see, bro, all right, what the Most High has for you in store. You're going to have to go on this journey, bro, all by yourself, all right? And you're going to have to stay sharp, and you're going to have to stay focused, and you're going to have to understand, man, that everything in this world is set up for you to fail. They are coming for us 24/7, and they will not stop. And I thought about it the other day. I thought about it. I said, why would the Matrix create so many women in this world? Think about it. The women are here as a distraction. They're here too on their divine journey. They got to go through the same thing. They're not getting out of this either. Okay? They don't got no get out of free jail card. Okay? They're in a comfortable position. A lot of them ain't gonna make it right off the first get-go, because they're too comfortable thinking they ain't got to change, that they ain't got to put in this work just like the divine masculine has. And they're wrong, okay? We all have to put in this effort, bro, to raise our frequency, bro, to reach Christ consciousness, bro, so we can have mercy from the Most High, bro, on what is about to be taking place on this planet. Bro, we are rising, okay? We are raising our frequency. And you see what happens to everybody around you, bro, who does not do this. They go mad. They go crazy. They end up offing themselves. They end up hurting somebody else. We're in a time right now, bro, where things are getting so chaotic, so out of control, okay? So radical, bro, okay? That you're going to have some kind of divine protection. And I'm telling you on how to get it and how to maintain it. And the way that you do that, bro, okay, is you have to start with the self-love, bro. Okay, once that starts, bro, you are now cultivating this energy, okay? You are now demonstrating, bro, all right, true, authentic love, all right? And when that starts to happen, your auric field around you starts to get brighter and brighter, okay? And this is when the divine starts to connect with you. This is when things start to make sense. This is why your life starts to go in a completely different direction. Because, you guys, this is what we're supposed to be doing. We're all supposed to be in this time, in this pivotal time in the world in 2024, when all of us can look around and say, this world is batshit crazy. All of us can do that right now at this time and say, this world is batshit crazy. And it's time for us to wake up, bro, all right, and make a change. And the way that we start this change, like I said, is very, very simple. But in the end, it's not, because the Matrix has set up, bro, the most perfect snaring trap for modern day men. Okay, it's a reason why the Matrix created all of these women. It's a reason why all these women are being born, because it's truly going to make sure that you have every distraction before you, okay? So you can never raise your frequency high enough to ascend to Christ consciousness. Do you understand that we all have that ability? Do you understand why you see people leave this country and go to far off places and will go live in nirvana, okay? Discover themselves, discover the Most High, bro, and live a completely transformed life for the rest of, existence, okay? But the people here who are stuck, bro, okay, in America, bro, all right, it's going to be slim to none that we actually complete that mission. And this is why I want you guys to understand how serious this is. You are really being attacked. You are really having something orchestrated against you. Truman Show, bro. All right? Where you being watched, and these traps are being set before you every single day to make sure that you do not get to your destination. And I know each and every man out there is born with that hunger, that competitiveness. And I'm telling you, that they are sitting here and they have been beating us for eons. And it is now time for us to take our power back. Okay, this is the information age. I am a messenger. I am simply here passing on everything that is that I done learned, bro, that I see through my awake eyes, through my transformation, through the energy and effort that I have put in to be in this position, to be able to teach this information. And the only way that you're going to be able to get to some level like that, okay, is to start your journey, is to start your walk, all right? And we all know on what kind of discipline this takes. This is why everybody is not in this position. This is why everybody can't be up here on their own too, carrying their own weight, creating their own content. I am not a follower, okay? I am a servant of the Most High, all right? And I'm doing my job, and I'm telling you what the Most High wants me to tell y'all, okay? And he wants me to tell y'all that this is a serious time right now in the world. And you should be taking this extremely seriously, bro, okay? Because if you don't, you're going to be one of these people, bro, who might not ever find themselves again, okay? You might be permanently lost. You might be a gangster forever. You might be a F-boy forever, okay? You might be a clown. You might be a procrastinator. You might be a loser. You might be all of these things forever, bro, if you don't get your mind on right now, okay? Because this is the people that society is pandering to. They are hand feeding you. Therefore, you're never going to grow because you're comfortable. You're being hand fed every single meal, okay? And you're never going to take the time to learn, bro, that there's other things out there that are better for you to consume that is going to benefit your growth spiritually. And that's what I want you guys to understand, because this is a serious time. This is no joke. All right, so that's all I wanted to tell you guys, man. I just wanted to be on here real quick. I wanted you to understand that this movie and all these movies that are coming out here, especially now, correlate exactly what it is that we are going through in our lives. They're giving us a message, bro. Okay, you're not going to get any more warnings. You're going to get messages from people like me, but honestly, how many people do you come across on the internet talking like me? Let's be honest. Okay, so there's not a lot of people out here giving the message, bro. There's not a lot of people out here telling you, modern and in regular time, bro, what's going on. There's not people out here doing that, bro. So many people out here sleep, my guy. I wish you guys understand what I'm telling you. So many people will go see that movie and will see that movie as Transformers running around and talking stuff. They will complete. I can't see like that anymore. When I see things from how they created it from their mind. I have unlocked, I have tapped in, my brain works differently. I'm using the complete different side of my brain. I'm not a dominant right brain thinker, bro. I am balanced, okay? And I told you on how to achieve this, all right? You're going to gain this, bro, when you let this fluid travel up your spine, bro. It's going to unlock you. It's going to give you your final form, bro. I'm telling you what is going to happen. You just have to trust and believe in what I'm telling you and understand that every single thing out here, bro, okay, from the TV to the teachings to anything where someone is putting something on you from which you did not learn on your own, okay, I would be taking that with extreme caution. Anything that you've learned which you did not go and learn on your own, through your own journey, through your own experiences, through your own wisdom, okay, you should be looking at what you've learned with a concern, okay, because I'm telling you, just like they said in this movie, just like people are saying now in modern day times, we have been lied to, all right, and the only way you're going to understand on how severe these lies are is for you to start taking your life in your own hands, bro. That is the only way this is going to work, okay? So that's all I wanted to tell you guys. If you guys get a chance, go check out that movie, man. That movie is so good. I'm not even kidding you. And in the previews before that, you're going to see, as I was telling you, how all of these movies are now correlating with each other. This is why it's super important for you to understand, okay, and tap in on what I'm telling you. I want you to see what I see. You're going to see that all these movies that are now coming out are about families fighting each other, brothers fighting each other. There they go. They're pointing you back to that book, okay, which we already know what it's about. But the point of the matter is that things are happening, which also represents and the timeline that we're in our lifetime. And you guys need to be taking this time seriously, bro, because it is definitely a spiritual warfare going on out there. And you need to protect yourself at all costs. So that's all I wanted to tell you guys. I'm about to dip up out of here. I appreciate you guys for coming in here. I'm going to read a couple comments and I'm going to go. Kevin, what's happening, man? He said, this is like a simulation or a test for us, not against us life. Facts, brother. That's exactly what it is, man. That's exactly what it is. And we've been talking about that quite a bit here on this channel, man. And a lot of people, just like I said, a lot of people have missed the bus, bro. And, you know, they've done a pretty good job, from the foods to the you know, to the jabs, to all that stuff that we've done, you know, and had to endure here, you know, in modern day society, from our clothes to what's in the air to what's in the water. Like I said, man, it's a miracle that we still have as much awake people as we have, you know, that are here in this live stream, bro, that actually know what's going on. Okay. And this is why we come to these live streams and we huddle up and we, you know, spread and share information like we do, because in the modern day world, let's face it, you know, you try to have these conversations with anybody else, man, and they're just, you know, they're just not with it. Okay. Their life is just filled with, you know, somebody else's agendas, and it's unfortunate. Facts, Truth and Broadcasting Station. She said, man, there are intergalactic governments. The Beastie Boys get the Beast Boy, intergalactic, planetary. There are other stimulations beyond this, and the intergalactic gov set the laws and boundaries. Bro, it's the truth, man. It's the truth. And in this movie, like I said, bro, all movies they done showed us. If you look at just about every movie, I'm just being real, because I watch so many movies and I tried to tell you guys plenty of times, bro. In every movie, they are showing us almost the exact same story. It's just rewritten in a totally different form and a totally different script. All of these movies, bro, always signify that you are the person that's going through whatever that it is that they're going through, okay? And they don't end up finding themselves, okay, because they don't believe in themselves. And what ends up happening in all these movies, they always end up looking outside of themselves for somebody else to come in and try to save them, when it's always been you. This movie couldn't have been more clear than the message that I seen last night. Like I said, it was an amazing movie. And what they showed us is regular people like me and you. And it says it in your Bible. And, you know, I've had to stop talking to a lot of people recently. I don't block people anymore, but I've had to stop talking to a lot of people recently, because there are these people that won't take the time to go and educate themselves. There are these people, bro, that take face value of what they were told from someone else. There are people who have never, ever, bro, putting in any kind of effort, bro, all right, to teach themselves something. Okay, they believe everything everyone says. And most of these people don't even read the books that they so-called believe. Okay, because if they did, they would be looking at everything in question just like I do. Like I said, I have no problem with messages in these books. Some of these messages are good. But for the simple fact that these other messages are in a book that's supposed to be good, should let you know exactly what that book is about. Okay, that book's about deception, and you should be very careful. Okay, I'm not sitting here and trying to tell you take the positive messages out. Bro, there's positive messages in many other books that are way more positive than that. Okay, but the problem is you guys don't read everything. Okay, and when you finally stumble over these parts that you're going to end up reading, I hope you still are walking with your chest out like that. Okay, and you still have that same energy. okay? Because you're going to have some questions that you need to ask on why you be following things as such, okay? Because they show you pretty clear as day, bro, all right, on what's going on. All right, and in this so-called book that all these people follow, they don't understand it. It says over and over and over and over and over in this book, okay, that the temple of God is inside you, okay, and that you were going to do better things than your Christ did. This is what it says in the book. Go read it, but you won't. And you guys get mad at somebody for coming on here telling you that they feel like they're in the Christ consciousness and they're living their life as such. And they're trying to say it's making a comparison. What you don't understand is everybody has the same ability to be a Christ being. That Christ, whoever they write about, whatever time or whatever demographic of the area, was a person who chose to do what we're doing during that time. And they are now being talked about. So this is all you're seeing. This is all you're seeing, okay? Nothing new under the sun, okay? Everything repeats itself. Just because we are living in the future doesn't mean that people are not going to come back, bro, in these meat and flesh shoots, okay, and try to give you the divine message, bro, on how to raise your consciousness so you can free yourself, okay, from this, basically this energy matrix, okay, this reincarnation life cycle that you don't believe that's real. Okay, this world that we keep waking up every time, bro, and things are getting harder and harder. We don't want to work. We're all slaves. I was just talking to myself the other day. I was like, I don't even have no time to do nothing after work. Who decided to make work 8 o'clock in the morning, bro, till 6 o'clock at night? Tell me, where do you get any time to work on yourself? Where do you get any time to make your connection with the Most High? Where do you get any of your time, bro, to do any studying? Where do you get any of your time, bro, okay, to do the things that you need to do to make sure your life, the only life that matters, your life is going to be fulfilled? We don't have that time, okay? And this is why I told you guys, it's important for us to all be on this journey, because we're all going to wake up and we're all going to see the bull crap that's going on, and we're all going to take action. See, when you're so drained on our sexual energy like we are, men and women alike, bro, we don't take action. We don't have that confidence. Women used to be warriors way before men. Yes, this is why they're so aggressive and they're so tough and they have that attitude. Women used to be warriors. They used to have their own clans of women. Women warriors. Women used to be warriors, okay? But what's happened is now they've been tricked from out of their position, okay? They're now out here getting pregnant, having babies, okay? Getting in weak-ass fake man-made marriages with a cheap-ass piece of metal on their finger. a cheap-ass piece of metal on your finger has now got a divine goddess locked down to a man who doesn't even deserve to smell her draws. Like, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all on how far we done fell, okay? We all need to wake up, bro, and understand that we have way more value and way more power than we could ever realize, all right? And until you tap into the energy, you can't sit up here and tell me that I'm capping, all right? Because you have no clue, because you've never been there. You're stuck in one energy that you're familiar with. Okay, and it's time to let that energy go, because it has not gotten you anything in your life except a stressful, broken down life, bro, with plenty of problems, all right, with no remedies. So this is why we are raising our frequency to what we're doing, man, okay, because it's really making a difference out here. So that's all I wanted to tell you guys. I'm about to dip up out of here. I appreciate everybody for being here, man. Go check out Transformer 1, bro. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to be checking out Lion King, and I'm going to be checking out Sonic, because like I said, these movies correlate exactly, okay? The stories are the exact same, and there's going to be plenty of divine messages that you're going to be catching in these upcoming movies. So we'll check them out if you have a chance. You guys have a good night, man. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace, fellas.